Hey y'all. I don't know if anybody's going to join me. Sometimes people can, sometimes they can't, but I'm still going to make my video. Still gonna do what I gotta do. I be trying to figure out, like, why y'all decide to come by my car. I need to stop acting up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna do too much listening to no complaining and no grumbling and people. I don't know how to put it, whining and carrying on, like my friend Jackie Early say, all this carrying on and stuff. So I'm realizing that a lot of people are disgruntled. You got your issues, you going through some stuff or whatever, but I ain't gonna be able to listen to you and your complaining, and I'm not gonna be able to participate. And that's one of my husband and I's favorite words. We're not participating. Look here, some of you don't like your jobs, we get it, but everybody in the world gotta know, like, all we gotta do is mention your name and everybody that know you or associated with you be like, oh, I know her, she don't like her job, or I know him, he don't like her job. Really? Like, you going around doing that when there's people out here been looking for jobs for years? Like, at least you getting a paycheck. And so before you say I don't know what I'm talking about, I worked on the job when I first got here for a year. It was hell to me. It got on my nerve. But what really brought me into an appreciative mode is when I rounded up with some of them other spouses that was trying to find a job, and some of them had already been here a year or two and was actually on their way out and still had not found a job. So I was like, let me shut up and thank God for my paycheck, because I'm complaining about these people. Let me tell you something. Your environment is what you make it. You got to stop letting people control your area, your square, your box, whatever you got yourself in. You gotta stop letting people control that. That's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I don't know how to put it. It's you really have to get in, control your life, control your situation, control your stuff. You could be in bad situations and make the best out of these situations. So then I got people asking me, or telling, like, as soon as I start talking, before I can start telling them the goodness of God, you go to complaining. So when you go to complaining about your life situation and all that stuff, then I'm gonna act crazy. I'm gonna just tell you that now. So yesterday somebody was telling me about their situation, so I was like, oh, I said, so you was affected by Hurricane Harvey and Irma? They was like, no, girl. I'm like, well, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it then. I don't want to hear what you talking about. Because this little stuff you talking about this little silly person on your job, or, your child did something that is fixable. There are some people who don't have their kids no more, who kids have been killed, died, committed suicide, stuff like that, and you talking about something that you just need to get a handle on when it comes to your child. You still got your child, but I don't want to listen to no whole bunch of complaining about that. Like, either you're going to take it to the Lord, you're going to learn how to deal with it, you're going to have to change your mind about how to look at it or something. Like, something, you got to do something. I don't know really how to help a whole lot of people, but with this, but you have to change your mind. Like, ain't nobody want to hear all that. Again, you talking about some little small situation, people ain't came by to spray the ants and stuff at your house. Well, somebody ain't got a house for them to come by and spray no ants. And y'all real serious about this stuff y'all complaining about too, like real serious. I'm like, what you talking about? It's some serious stuff going on in this world here. Like, what you talking about? And then you got the nerve to be complaining and everybody you see know that you got a problem. What you talking about? Like, it's some real stuff going on in this world. There are some people dying of some major diseases, some situations that they don't know how to get out of. There's some people really having financial problems and stuff like that. And you mad because today you wasn't able to go get no steak that cost $50, but you do have some money to go get some food. You do have food in your pantry. You do have some food in your closet. And so I don't want to participate. I don't want to participate. I want to be the child of God that find the good in what's going on in, life. Because again, it's some people really suffering here. Some people who lost their children in the storm. It's some people who financially don't know what their next meal is coming from. There's some people who don't have power right now. And you got all your lights on at the house. You got TVs on, you got Wi-Fi, you got internet, you got all this stuff. And then your complaints when you come talking to me. And then don't I'm not saying what you asking for me to pray for is minor or whatever, but I'm going to need you take them little bit things to the Lord yourself. Like, talk to him about that yourself. Like, I'm a prayer warrior. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna go to God. I'm gonna get on my knees. I'm gonna talk to him all day about your situation, but I'm gonna need you to have a real one. Like a real situation, not no what's the matter with your job? Oh, these people get on my nerve. They all the time. What? Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down somewhere. It's people who need a job. I don't want to participate. I don't want to participate with no grumbling and complaining and no whining, overgrown children who go to church every Sunday, who go to Bible study, who know God if they don't go to none of these places. And so then you want me to sit and listen to you complain about this stuff. I got some real prayer requests on my list. Okay, people got legs got to be amputated. But you walk around here and you mad because you got to walk. You mad because you somebody sold your parking space and you got to walk a little bit further today. Like them kind of complaints. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to hear them. I don't want to participate. I hope it's some other people that won't participate and let y'all just go on and on and on about this foolishness and nothing. I hope that there are some people who will just ignore y'all. Because again, it's some people in this world going through some real situations. I'm talking about some real stuff. You talking about your husband left his stuff on the floor and you had to pick it up. But it's some people who really having some real marital issues. Some real stuff going on. Real stuff that if I'm going to bombard heaven for it, it's going to be something that the angels want to be like, Princess, seriously, girl? This is what you're doing today? You talking to us about that? You need to start focusing on some of the things that are going to be pleasing to God. Like, thank him for what you do have. And if you're in some crazy relationships and situations and stuff like that, then you need to figure out what you need to do then. Don't keep coming around people complaining. I'm telling you, people are going through some real problems. Some of y'all depressing other people with y'all foolishness. Like, every time you talk to, I got a couple of folks that used to be in my life, and I'm talking about the stuff that they would be telling me that they got a problem with, I'd be sitting there and saying, really? I don't want to participate. And I pray to God that some of my listeners, some people that follow me, Truth Feels Hurt, don't participate with all this foolishness. Y'all know it's some real stuff going on in this world. And if you got them kind of friends that every time you turn around, they complain about somebody, they don't like somebody because somebody did something to them, then you ask them what they did to them, and it's something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Something dumb. And you be sitting there saying, really? You got them kind of problems? Like, it's some people in the world wish they had your kind of problems. Like they got some major problems. It's some major things going on in this world with your little minor complaining all the time, all day long, whining self. Better get somewhere and get your mind right. Like, focus on good things. Focus on what you do have. And go on somewhere. And how about this? Cut me off with all that. Like, I don't want no more friends who you complain when you woke up this morning, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed. Well, at least you woke up. I gotta have some coffee before I could do anything. Well, do you, boo? But this being nasty and complaining about this little amount of stuff, I'm gonna need you to find something else that you couldn't find the right kind of shoes, and that just threw your whole day off. Really, it's some people who need some shoes. It's some people who need some clothes. It's some people who have fallen out their head. There's some real stuff going on. I mean, really. It's some real stuff going on in this world. Real stuff. Okay? While you complain that you got to go to the doctor, it's somebody can't afford to go to the doctor. Okay? It's while you complaining about this stuff that you must have, that you must pay for. It's some people in this world that don't have that. Don't even have that option. But you want somebody to sit and hang with you and listen to your woe is me, and you ain't even got no woe. You ain't got no woe. You ain't talking about nothing. So for anybody that's in the El Paso area, I love to pray. I love to bombard heaven. But don't come up to me with that. And if you out and about in America and you attached to me as a friend, and you really need prayer, I am ready and willing and able to pray and bombard heaven for your real situations. But I'm not going to be talking to God about this stuff you complaining about when you can change your mind about some of this stuff and start thanking him for what he has done for you. And when you start thanking him, he'll do something about the real situation, the real problem that you're having, instead of us focusing on this little minor stuff. So for those of you that having problems on your job and you just hate your job or whatever, I'm going to need you to refocus and thank God that you got a check, and thank God that you can take that check and use that check for whatever it is that you have to do in this life, and you thank him until he give you another job. But I'm just here to tell you, everywhere you go, you're going to find some problems with something. And then some of y'all find some problems everywhere. So if you're at a church and you're unhappy about them people, don't be out here talking about them people in the streets. Don't be out here complaining about these folks. It's too many places you could go to. So I'm just saying, change your mind, change your thought process. Don't come around people with all that, because you don't never know if people depressed and stuff. Don't come around people with your little minor stuff. Them cookies don't taste good. You should have never picked them up and all that stuff. And then that's supposed to be a real problem. Today, I say to you, find something else to do. Change your mind, change your thinking. It ain't all that bad.